And today is Johnny Depp's birthday. So what are we going to talk about today? The sexy, beautiful soul's natal chart. So I am Fox Red Sky. I am your astrologer, your soul coach, and I am the host for Astrology Obsessed. So welcome, if this is your first time to my channel, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. FYI, we are going to be discussing Johnny Depp's natal chart. And why? Because it's his birthday. And so we're going to kind of celebrate him as the beautiful artist and magnificent soul that he is. And so if you don't know what your natal chart is, it is the moment you were born. And this is like a blueprint, like almost a universal blueprint of what is your life going to be like? What are the layers of your personality? So Johnny Depp, of course, you know, who doesn't love this sexy, gorgeous man, was born June 9th, 1963 at 8:44 a.m. in Owensburg, Kentucky. Kentucky, I can't believe that. Yeah, Owensburg, Kentucky, yeah. So let's just get the breakdown going. Let's see. So the big three, his sun, his rising, and his moon. So if you don't know what your sun, rising, or moon is, I have some videos linked below. But let's just get right into it. He is a Gemini sun in the 11th house. So what does this mean? Now this makes up a huge part of his personality. He has a very much of an intellectual mind. He likes variety. He wants this, variety is the spice of life for Geminis. They're really good at knowing about a lot of different things. They have like this desire. There's a little bit of boredom that sometimes comes into play. They can't, they don't like being stuck in a conversation that isn't really like, going anywhere, or it's like they've already figured out or learned everything they need to. So Gemini in the 11th house, however, means he has a ton of friends, and this is like a great placement for Gemini because Geminis are social butterflies anyway. So he has a large connection of friends that he's had and created his entire life. Now let's take a look at his moon. Moon in the 6th house in Capricorn. So beneath this, kind of like, exterior of who we see as Johnny Depp, we also have this like very reserved person who kind of keeps his emotions, Moon in the 6th house in Capricorn aren't one to just lash out. It really takes something like, because Saturn is ruled, or Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So we have a little bit of a discipline emotionally to be kind of reserved and kind of like, kind of got they don't just really just, it's not like Aries or a fire sign where they're just going to like lash out and then, that's it. Their emotions are on display. Now, but what's really also important with this moon in the 6th house is that in his career, in his work, this is where he gets his emotional fulfillment. On the set, when he's creating these like connections, and these are really, really important for him. It's almost like deep down, his emotional stability is really based on, keeping that and going in terms of, being able to feel validated in the workplace, feel of use in the workplace. And it's in Capricorn. So he's got, kind of a good business sense in terms of like, this right here is the good, this is the place to be at the right time kind of thing. So that's really great for him. So now not the last one, but out of the big three, this is the last one. Rising Leo. Now, if you don't know what Leo is they like to shine and be in the spotlight. So they're warm, they're friendly, they're kind of, they have a little bit of like a part of them. So the world sees Johnny Depp as a little bit of like very charming, very sexy, and that's Leo rising, baby. That is like super, super fun, super sexy people. A lot of people who are famous tend to have a lot of Leo somewhere in their chart, and it's not a big surprise to have someone who is Leo rising, be somebody who's like world famous. Now let's talk about fight style. So, if you don't know in terms of your astrology, the way to find out how you're going to react in a situation where you are in confrontation, look at that person's Mars. And I totally relate to where his because we have the same Mars. It's not in the same placement, but I totally understand this. So his Mars is in Virgo, and Mars in Virgo does not like confrontation at all. We avoid it. You know, we don't want to hurt people's feelings. We don't like the uncomfortableness of it. It's just like, you know, it's all, and in some ways it's very detrimental too, because on one hand, you know, it's kind of important to have conflict so that you don't become a doormat. And Mars and Virgo, they can be a bit of a people pleaser, you know, because they are trying to not rock the boat. You know what I mean? That's like the, you know, but then again, the shadow side, and I speak from my own experience, the shadow side of Mars and Virgo is the fact that you're a little bit passive aggressive. You know what I mean? You're angry, you're upset, you don't want to show that other person that you're upset, so you do some shit that you know is gonna piss them off, you know? So, yes, and it's in the second house. Now, Mars in the second house is a great placement because this means this is someone who's driven to make money, and they're very technical at whatever, you know, career or business or whatever entrepreneurship that they are. So they're, not only is he able to like pay attention to the details, really fine tune something, but he's able to use it in a way to generate a lot of wealth for himself. So Mars and Virgo in the second house, great placement. In terms of his fighting style, bam, he's like, nope, I'm gonna sit this one out. You know, he doesn't want to fight, you know, it's just, I get it. I don't want to fight either, you know, but, you know, like everybody, if we're pushed to our limits, we will, you know, we can't explode, especially if it's been bottled up inside of us. Now, one of the last things we're going to be talking about is the love style, for those of you who don't know. So your love style, what is determined? So Johnny Depp's love style, now this is based on your Venus. So his love style is in Taurus, which is, it's so cute. It's like Totes McGrew, just so fucking adorable. Oh my God, yes. So Venus in Taurus in the 11th house. One, they are, you know, kind of, they're cuddle buds. They like to feed their partner. They like to kind of keep everyone together. It's a very much of a relaxed love style. Like, they like to shower them with gifts. They also like to, you know, and pampering. And so this love style is like kind of very much like they want to take care of someone. They want to, the way they show their love language is through, you know, basically, look, this is what I'm going to give you. I'm going to provide you with a place to live, or I'm going to provide you with things that I know you're going to like, you know. And so, and Taurus and Venus, Taurus is ruled by Venus. So this is a very good placement. And in the 11th house, meaning there could be many loves, but there's nothing wrong with that, people, you know. So, and I would say that's pretty true for Johnny Depp. It also means that he might find a lot of his relationships through places where he might be like working, or he might be like through a friend, that kind of thing. So yeah, so Johnny Depp's love style is very sensual, very earthy, very primal. This is a very sexy, sensual. He likes to light the candles and have, like, you know, the 5-course meal, and just kind of like, you know, overindulgence in that very earthy Taurus kind of vibration. So that's pretty hot, actually. So yeah, what is Johnny Depp's? I could go on and on about his love style, by the way, because I mean, who doesn't think Johnny Depp is just drop dead gorgeous? He's pretty. I mean, Johnny, if you're listening, you know, I would love to be your astrologer. So anyway, Johnny's lessons. So we all have lessons in this life. Nobody's perfect. We're all kind of human beings experiencing what it's like to be a human being. And I wouldn't even know where to begin to understand what he's going through in terms of having that level of success and fame and all that pressure. And you know, you really don't get to live a particularly normal life per se. But the lesson that Johnny has to do, where we want to look at in his chart, his natal chart, is where his true node is. So that's for everybody, not just for Johnny. But his is in Cancer in the 12th house. And this tells me a lot of things. It tells me, one, that his mother, when he was pregnant, or when his mother was pregnant with him, she was stressed out. She was not feeling good within herself. She might have been drinking. She might have been kind of going down this path. But it really says to me that he's got to learn, he's such a soft and gentle spirit, and it is hard for him to be in the spotlight. And it is hard for him to kind of, because deep down, I think there's a self-critic inside of him that's saying, no, he's not worthy. No, he's not good enough. And so he's got to learn to set personal boundaries, which would be his south node and Capricorn. And Cancer has a difficult time because they're empaths. They don't want to, they feel everybody's situation. They will almost put themselves in terms of self-care, they'll put themselves at the bottom of the list because they want to take care of everybody. So he has to learn how to put himself first, how to be a little bit cold, how to have a little bit of boundaries. And, I would say that for anyone, it's so important. Everybody has a different story, a different beginning, but it's so important that we learn, yes, we can be empathetic. Yes, we can care about someone or love someone or want to take care of people. But if we don't take care of ourselves, it's for naught, So that is Johnny's lesson in this life, is to move from that 12th house Cancer into Capricorn. So predictions, what's going to happen? What's going to go on? Oh my God. I think it's already we've already wound down with the whole trial. So that doesn't matter anything. But for Johnny personally, for this coming year, he's going through a big transition. He has Jupiter transitioning his 9th house, which ultimately means growth in consciousness. I don't think he takes a lot of pleasure from winning. I really honestly don't feel like for him, this is like processing the last 6 years, right? And then the next thing he's also going through is his Saturn is returning conjunct with his natal Saturn. And what this means to me is that it's a new beginning for him. So he's, everybody in everybody's chart, we go through cycles, periods. And so this this moment right now for the next, couple years is going to be a new beginning for him, a fresh start. And, I think he deserves it. If anyone's ever had to deal with a narcissist or anyone's ever had been in a toxic relationship that extends beyond the actual toxic relationship, it just feels like an eternal hell, an eternal sunshine. It's just I've personally been in a situation like that. And it just feels like even years after that narcissist or that toxic relationship is over, somehow, some way, something comes up and brings it all up again. And it just brings you right back to that moment of, oh my God, that hurt, that pain, that sorrow. So, God bless you, or, Johnny, wherever you are, I send you all the love in the universe. May you continue to grow as a spirit, as a soul, and to everyone else too, to the non-Johnny Depps of the world, God bless you. We are all kind of living vicariously through this, trial, and kind of through our own experiences and our own traumas, kind of collectively sifting and sorting what is it we need and what is it we don't need. So this has been an experience. So I want to say thank you so much for joining me here at Astrology Obsessed. If you're interested in getting a reading, whether it's an astrology reading, a tarot reading, psychic reading, I, myself, 2 other people, you can just visit us at astrologyobsessed.com. I am offering a 30% discount for anyone who's watching this right now because you are a beautiful soul and I want to show you my appreciation, my loves. So again, thank you so much. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And I send you all in my love. Mwah. God bless you.